All right, so this question, 18 on page 374, we're going to look at the information it gives us. It says from January 2001 to 2006, it increased by 198 per year. So the way we got to think of that is that's going to give us the slope. The rise was 198. I don't have to subtract this from anything. It just told me that it increased by 198. The years, however, I got to find the difference. So I'm going to do 2006 minus 2001. That's going to reduce. I'm going to get 198 over 5, because 5 is how many years the difference is. I could reduce this to a decimal if I wanted, or I can leave it the same. I'm going to change it to a decimal, just so it's easier to see and easier to work with. Sorry, grab my calculator. So I got 39.6, which means that every year the population of students is going to increase by that much per year. Okay? Now, the question is actually asking us to write an equation in slope point. So I'm going to take that information and I'm going to write my slope point formula. I'm going to sub in the values I know. I know this is m, so I'm going to put it in here. Now, I need to figure out what my point is. The question actually gave it to us, because when we look, it said in 2003, there was 3470 students. That's my point. So the time is the 2003, the years, the students is 3470. I'm going to sub those values in for x and y. So it's going to be negative 2003 here, and here it's going to be y minus 3470. Cool. So now that's my equation. That's all I needed to do for part A. For part B, I want you to actually use the equation. So it says to estimate the number of students in 2005. So basically, that's going to say x is equal to 2005. So I need to use my equation. I'm going to sub this value in. So it's going to be y minus 3470 equals 39.6, 2005 minus 2003. When I actually do the math and the steps, I just move this to the other side, that's there. I'm going to multiply, I'm going to do the inside the brackets first, so it's easier. 39.6, 2, okay. Y equals 3470 plus 39.6 times 2, 6 times 2. I got 79.2, so the final answer is going to be 3549.2, and then you can decide, you can't have 0.2 of a person, so I'd probably run that down to this many people will be the total population, because the question just asked how many people would be in the school, not how much it increased. So that's it. So you take the equation, you sub in a value that it gave you, rearrange and solve. It asks use a different strategy. The other strategy you might use is just to think that, well, I know that in, what year did it give you? In 2003, you know it was 3470. And so in 2 more years, you're going to add the slope twice. 39.6. You could do it this way. This way is kind of ugly and not very precise. This way is better when you're actually using the equation, but that's how you solve this question.